All right, guys, now if you've been paying attention to things over the weekend, you'll know that there is a new favourite for the Liverpool job. Now, I haven't touched on it yet until now because I actually have a life. I like to get out and about and do a few things on a weekend, do you know what I mean? But it's Monday and we're going to touch on it. I did think about making a video about it on Saturday and I was like, I'm not really sure about this one just yet. I wanted to take it in a little bit. I think we were doing a live stream at some point, maybe Friday, and we took a look at the betting odds for the next permanent manager of Liverpool Football Club, and Arne Slot, boom, third favourite, out of fucking nowhere, straight in there. So it has to be acknowledged. We have to look at it and ask why, really, because we have seen David Ornstein say, you know, Liverpool could think outside the box here and do something completely fucking wacky, in other words. And I think maybe one of the journalists at the Liverpool Echo had tried to insinuate that there could be a shock. Yet if you read the article, there's no real information in it, which is no surprise with the Liverpool Echo anymore. The Liverpool Echo back in the day was fucking brilliant. Now it's absolute garbage, all right? So who's going to pay attention to any journalist at the Liverpool Echo when all they do online is clickbait the fuck out of everybody? So who is Arne Slot? Right, he's the Feyenoord manager, and he's been compared to Pep Guardiola. And this is an article on Liverpool.com. It's the first one that I've seen or grabbed on a Google search just now. I'm not reading it because I endorse or whatever the journalist concerned or anything. James Findlater. That's got to be Findlater, surely. Findlater, James Findlater. He gets some jokes, doesn't he? Content editor, that says it all to me. Anyway, so Liverpool's search for a new manager to succeed Jurgen Klopp continues. Feyenoord boss Arne Slot has shot up the odds to become one of the new favourites. The Liverpool, according to the Echo, they're reporting what the Echo says. It's the same organisation, this anyway. Liverpool insists that it's still at the vetting stage of finding a new manager, and the left field appointment has not been ruled out. Now, Slot is now third in the running with bookmakers behind Amorim and De Zerbi, and his name is not one that has featured much since Klopp announced his intention to leave Liverpool. The 45-year-old is making quite a name for himself in the Netherlands, having led Feyenoord to the Eredivisie title last season. They're still just about in with a shout again this year, although PSV needs just one more win to beat them to the crown. This is the opinion of this journalist, all right, not me or anything. Slot has impressed since making his move into management, an attacking midfielder during his playing days, blah, blah, blah. Became a youth coach upon his retirement in 2013. It just details his journey from youth to seniors, if you like. Slot's first season at Feyenoord saw them finish third behind Ajax and PSV, while also reaching the final of the Europa Conference League, where they were beaten by Mourinho's Roma. His second season would see Feyenoord clinch its first Eredivisie title since 2017, and also led to Slot being linked with the move to the Premier League, touted for Tottenham last summer, linked with Leeds United earlier in the year. But he signed a new deal at Feyenoord, keeping him there until 2026, in theory. His attacking brand of football has caught the eye in recent years and has seen him compared to Guardiola via TalkSport. That means that TalkSport have done an article comparing him. What's more, he has already earmarked the Premier League as his next destination. And he's got some quotes here last year. My next step will not be a club in Holland. If that is my next step, then I failed completely. The normal next step will be to go abroad, and I've always said the best league in the world is the Premier League. When asked about the possibility of becoming Liverpool boss following Klopp's announcement, he said, "What answer can I give that there will be no headlines about it, so next question?" In other words, he didn't think that he would be linked with the job. I guess. Could be a name to keep an eye on over the coming weeks. Blah, blah, blah. Now, I know nothing about this guy other than what's maybe in that article and something that I looked at the other day. But what I've mentioned, I think I mentioned it on here, or it might have been a live stream, but people were like, oh, no. I don't know. I mean, I don't know if that's because we're snobbish or what. I just don't know. But he's come into the betting. And just, before we sign off, what I will say with regards to the betting, Ruben Amorim is still the favourite. This is with Bet365, who I have monitored from January, okay? And only because it's the company that I use, right? It's a bit difficult to gamble here in Spain sometimes online. So I use Bet365 that are licensed here. Ruben Amorim 1-3, Roberto De Zerbi 6-1, and a slot 6-1. So he's actually the second joint favourite, according to Bet365. Alonso is 14-1, Gary O'Neill 14-1, Motta 16, Nagelsmann 20. Don't know why he's still in there. Tuchel 20, Pep Linders 20. So his name's come out, his name's come from somewhere. But we had this recently, didn't we? Who did we have it with? I remember making a similar, I can't remember. You know what my memory's like? It seems like this has gone on for fucking years, doesn't it, guys? So I have no reasonable explanation as to why, people are backing this suggestion. I can only think that someone's heard something, and maybe his name is on the list of the managerial list of possible candidates, and someone's just put a bit of money on it. That's it. Doesn't mean anything. You know what I mean? It doesn't mean anything. All right, if it doesn't mean anything, Chubbs, why do we constantly look at the betting odds? Because it gives us an idea of the chatter. That's all. That's all it is. It's complete. It doesn't mean anything is nailed on. As proven, how short Alonso's odds were at one time. It just looks and, that the odds look and give off this, sounds like what's happening or what could happen. And bookies aren't stupid. They're really not. Do you know what I mean? You definitely won't see a poor bookmaker. So they know what they're doing. It's just one of the several things that we have to take into consideration. And, the fact that he's now coming as a second joint favourite is quite telling, because if you think back, Ornstein and Joyce have both said that De Zerbi doesn't fit the profile or is not favoured at Liverpool. Yet he's still there, but the most recent updates from those gentlemen is that De Zerbi would appear unlikely. That then becomes, if you think about it, because Nagelsmann's now out, then becomes Ruben Amorim and Arne Slot. So I'm not really sure. The only one thing that I could suggest to you, and I'm clutching, all right, I'm speculating, zero suggestions of this from anyone anywhere, is that maybe the Amorim representative, watch the video from earlier, or the things that might have happened over the weekend, maybe they're playing hardball a little bit, and Liverpool are still doing this like, we might just surprise everybody and go for fucking someone else. Because there is no doubt about it that you do see bluff out there, right? The only thing that makes it sound like it's not that at the minute is I'm yet to see Ornstein or Joyce go along that line. They have said in comments, like Ornstein on his Q&A, well, Liverpool could do something else. But until you see an article, I would say myself, this is what I'm thinking, from Born Again Joyce, because I think he's the man to listen to just a little bit more than anyone else at the moment. If I saw an article from him bigging up this chap, then I'd be thinking, oh, why are we reading that? Why are we being told that? At the moment, no one's telling us anything, aren't they? So all that article there is saying is what I'm doing. He's saying, hey, guys, have you noticed that he's come out of the middle of fucking nowhere into the running? Excuse me. It's interesting because there's a reason for that. And the reason for that is someone's put some money on it. So why has someone put money on it? That's the bit we've got to work out, right? So my advice would be to listen out, especially for Joyce. He's got to surface soon, even if it's an article of nothing, right? But I feel like he's kept quiet at the moment because he's been basically told just to be quiet. All right? If you watch my other videos today, all of them, you'll understand all of that, I think. So anyway, the reason for the video is just to let you know that this chap has come in. He's actually now the joint second favourite. But I don't think it means shit, really, until, something goes pear-shaped with Amorim. Because if Amorim goes pear-shaped, then you're not telling me in a million fucking years that Liverpool would appoint this mush over Ruben Amorim. No way in a million fucking years would I believe that. Even if that's what them two trot out to us. No way in a million years. Just like I still think that something changed with Alonso's view of things when Edwards came back. All right, so for now, we'll just have to be patient and keep waiting. All right, guys, if you appreciate the video, please give me a thumbs up. Please drop me a comment. The comments on this video could be really interesting. So what do you think? Please do it. Let me know. If you want to buy me a coffee or a beer, hit the super thanks button. I'll give you a shout out tomorrow in the morning briefing. And please read the video description. Get on the newsletter. That's going to be really busy once this is sorted out, the managerial situation, because I intend to get out and about more with the laptop. Connect with me on social media, etc. It's all in the video description. All right, guys, take care. All right.